please excuse the production value of this video. It is simply intended for instructional purposes. So you might have gotten a call from a homeowner, you may be a homeowner yourself, and you've got a problem with your window not locking properly. It's the locks, you know, used to work fine, but now they don't even line up, so they can't interlock. They can't seal properly. So there are generally two reasons for this to happen, and they're both very easy fixes. So in the case of a double hung window, which is a window where the bottom sash moves up and the top sash moves down, if this is what you've got, oftentimes the problem can be remedied because maybe it's not a window that you're used to and you've just got brand new double hungs. And so sometimes it's strictly just a matter of taking the top sash and make sure that it's well seated in the header. As long as you've got it pushed up all the way, oftentimes they will interlock properly. So, but the second and more common reason is that the pivot bars in the bottom sash are out of the balance shoe. So this is also very easy to fix. You'll notice that in this window, the lock and the keeper, they just don't line up. So when that happens, all you've got to do is you got to take the bottom sash and remove it. And how this is done is that you tilt the sash out at a 90-degree angle so it's perpendicular to the window itself. Lift up one side, lift up the other side, and the sash is easily removed. What we've got here in this sash, at the bottom of every sash, are these things called pivot bars. And they fit inside the balances, which is this part and this part down here. So the reason your window isn't locking is because that pivot bar, instead of fitting inside this groove, it's actually sitting on top. And that happens because most often, because windows have been tried to be tilted out before they are raised several inches above this, which is called the dam leg. So how do you fix this? How do you get it done? Well, the only tool that you'll need to fix this problem is a flat-headed screwdriver. So what you do is you take the flat-headed screwdriver, you insert it into the balance shoe, and you got to make sure that you're holding it very, very tightly, because this is actually a coil with a lot of tension on it. And if you're not holding it tightly, when you release the tension on this balance shoe, it's going to pop right up. So just please hold it very tightly. Now, this pivot bar, there is a channel in the balance shoe that looks kind of like a U. And that means that what we'll call an emergency brake for this balance is on. What you need to do is you need to release that emergency brake, and you do that by sticking a screwdriver inside the balance, turning it 90 degrees. It'll release the tension on the spring, and you can lift it up, let's say 6 inches, and then turning it again, making sure that the channel, this U-shaped channel, is pointing straight up. So this channel in this balance is aligned with the balance on the other side. Now, all I have to do is take the sash, reinstall it, make sure that the pivot bars are in the balance, tilt it up 90 degrees, and now it locks properly. Now the lock and the keeper are aligned.